And we're live. Welcome to the Twinstiq podcast, episode 5. What is it called again? The Twinstiq back. Wait a second. Didn't I change it in the Twin Empire Sticks back? Well,
the Twin Empire. I like the Twinstiq back. I think that's good.
Okay. Well, with us today is Cody.
Hi. I made this awful looking low-res image that turned out to not be that great on the stream. That's okay.
Yeah, it's 720p and, XSplit, the free version, doesn't do any anti-aliasing or something like that. So, Grey Wolf, welcome to the show.
Hello there. Hey everyone, how are you doing tonight?
Doing
fine.
Good. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
We also have not a number, which is not Angry Cat, but only Happiness Challenged. And me, Dr. S, your host for today, I guess, since Billy isn't here. So that's introductions. What have you guys been up
Basically. A whole lot of preparing for graduating and all that kind of stuff. The games I get to play, not too far from training. I've been playing a lot of Invisible Ink since it's coming out finally on the 12th. I got into the game when I bought the alpha like early last year. It's called Incognita back then, and I only played it for like a couple hours when I first got it. It was like the same level over and over again, but the core concepts, I was like, oh, this is awesome. But I left it alone because I didn't want to like have to replay everything when it came out. So now I'm playing through it all to get a review done, hopefully before the game comes out.
Well, that's nice. Grey Wolf, what have you been up to?
Mostly been playing the Dig, a little bit of Hearthstone. I haven't actually done the hard modes yet, but I'm planning to. My other plan is to do Shadowrun Returns. Sorry?
I'm sorry, I didn't know you hadn't done those yet. I did those.
No, I did week 1, and then week 1's hard modes were stupid. It was like, I've done everything.
And they were way fucking harder. Like, I thought they were pretty hard last time. But, like, these ones, like, they were just as hard, except for, like, one boss in every wing is, like, the most obnoxious fucking thing.
I can understand that. Like Comagus is probably ridiculous and hard because of the afflictions he gives you. It's just like what?
I'd have to look at the ones that were. I don't know. That one wasn't too hard. That one. Okay. I didn't have too much trouble with. I still had to try like 50 fucking times, but it wasn't like hundreds of times. No. That one wasn't as bad. I'll look at the ones though.
Hard modes for Hearthstone. The Dig, and Quest for Glory 2, which is probably about 2/3 of the way through. I'm going to start Shadowrun Returns and something else this week on Friday, but I haven't decided what yet. And that is what too.
And I've been playing some, what is it called? The Hand of Fate, yeah.
How are you doing with that?
The game looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, the combat system is very poor, but otherwise it's pretty cool. Well, the combat system itself wouldn't be that bad, but animation issues and so on doesn't make it feel very... how should I put it?
I'm going to be fair, I like the areas, like the little places that they drop you into. They're very beautiful. But then the combat's, like you said, it's a little bit janky and weird.
Yep.
And also, that's the one game I'm going to review it someday, as soon as I finish the end boss. Which might never happen.
But yeah, overall it's an interesting mix, definitely. The roguelike elements are fun, the card building is fun. Yeah. There is much to discover. I also like the writing. So
yeah, the writing is pretty good. You're going to find that as you go, there are cards that get trickier and weirder. And you have to do more crazy things to get them to work. At that point, your best bet... No, some of them get a bit weird. Like, you probably encountered Charity.
Yep.
Okay, so Charity goes all the way up to level 6. Okay. And as Charity gets bigger and bigger, as the number gets bigger and bigger, you have to do crazier and crazier things to, appease the card. So it can be a bit stretchy. Sometimes you have to wiki the cards just to see how to get through them.
Okay.
There are a couple of the cards, you'll know them when you see them, because you'll try what you think is right, and then it will be wrong, and then there's like 2 or 3 steps to make the card work, and you'll have to follow exactly step 1, do this, step 2, do this, step 3, do this. So it gets a bit much sometimes.
I can
so
see
just
that.
fair warning.
Okay. I was doing pretty well so far.
Okay.
I think, what was he called? Second row, the middle one.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Had some issues there. Mostly
Yeah.
because I ran out of food and money.
Yep.
But yeah, it's pretty fun so far. I also tried out the demo for Ride, the new motorcycle racing game from Milestone. Sorry about that.
I'd be into that.
Have you tried MotoGP? The new ones? No. Okay.
I've played MX versus ATV, and I love the fuck out of those games. That's like it.
Well, the Milestone games are a bit rough around the edges. They aren't bad. I really liked the motocross one. No idea what it's called. MXGP or something like that, I think. Yeah. And MotoGP. But they are usually full of bugs and so on. No idea how Ride is in that department, but they try to go the Gran Turismo Forza route with Ride, make it a Gran Turismo with motorcycles, and I don't see it working yet. The tracks are very uninteresting, and the driving doesn't feel that great. It's a bit more arcadey than MotoGP, I think, at least from my experience with the demo. And it doesn't fit well. Well, it isn't a simulation, so it doesn't feel like a simulation, and it doesn't feel like a arcade racer because it is still has some simulation elements. I don't know if you know what I mean, but yeah. It's in an uncomfortable spot somewhere in between arcade and simulation.
It's in between a sim and like a Need for Speed-esque racing game, but not. It doesn't sound like it's finding its grounds very well.
Nah, not really. So. Then again, you don't have much choice when it comes to motorcycle games. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, you gotta really go one way or the other.
And you could drive a Ninja, and I know that you, Cody, are a fan of the Ninja.
Am I?
Well, at least from watching your Triad Wars video.
My Triad Wars, yeah.
Like,
what? How would you know that? I was like, what? That's weird.
Because you watched your Triad Wars video.
There was I'm trying to remember which MX game it was. I think it was Reflex. They for their motorcycle at least. I never actually tried much of the ATV in that game, but They actually found a pretty good balance, I think, between simulating how a motorcycle feels when you're riding it and still being arcadey. You controlled your body with the right stick, and you controlled your bike with the left stick, which sounds like a fuckload of nope, not doing that. But it worked really well with the terrain that they had. Yeah, it was this one Reflex, because the terrain would form over time. So, like, if you ran over dirt, your track would be left. The more people who did that, the more and more dirt would pile up in that area.
Oh, that's
accidents could cause, like, giant, like, piles of mud to just totally screw you over if you turned the corner and hit where someone had crashed before. Yeah, it was a really, really cool game.
Yeah, I actually own ATV, Reflex ATV versus MX versus ATV. Yeah, it's fun. Whoa, Trisha. I sent her a pretty fucked up video. It's called Nutella Priesterin, English translation Nutella Priestess. And it's about, well, I think I'll actually show it on the stream because who cares? People have to see the shit.
Hopefully it's funny.
It's strange.
Okay.
Do
I'm not
the
watching
sound.
the stream because we get feedback then.
Right. Feedback. Oh, no, wait, I can actually...
It's fine. I generally, afterwards, I normally go back and watch the streams anyway, just to make sure that everything's okay.
Anyway, while people watch the
Especially if
Nutella
I'm running a
Priesterin...
stream, then I will go back and check.
Okay. While people watch the Nutella Priesterin, I'll tell you a bit more about the other game from Milestone, which is in the same... which deals with the same subject matter as MX versus ATV, which is the MXGP games. And they are actually quite fun. They are a bit more on the simulation side compared to Reflex. And they don't have any deep trick modes, but they do have the career mode from the MotoGP games, where you actually get better, get new teams, get new contracts with better teams. Cody is.
I pulled the stream up because I was like, where'd the thing go? And how are you just talking normally over what's going on here?
Because I'm not watching.
Yeah, I'm not either anymore. Fuck that.
The best part is still coming up.
Nope, I don't care.
Here it goes.
That's a good thing we're not on Twitch. They'd probably just fucking boot us off.
Pretty much.
You have to watch now.
No, I don't give a shit. I don't have to watch. That's the great thing about having a monitor and Windows is you can move them to the side.
Okay. So much for Nutella Priesterin.
We never said we weren't anything less than 50 Shades of Unprofessional.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry, so you were saying about the simulation game.
Yeah. Now, what would be really cool if they could combine MXGP and MotoGP in something like Ride, where you can both do off-road and street racing.
That would be awesome.
Yep.
I find that like with games like that, it's always a very thin line between is this an arcade game and is it a simulation game, and sometimes like the teams developing them don't quite know which way they want to go, and so they screw the balance up, and it's neither one nor the other.
And make it too complex. It all just comes down to how I feel when I drive, because I'm going to be driving the whole time.
Yes, and that matters
when I play that game. If it doesn't feel good to me, I'm not gonna play it. Like
pretty much.
And also another issue I found with the demo, at least, the bikes. Sorry about that. Feel very similar. I was using the Triumph, one of those street naked bikes. Do they have a... No idea. Naked bike, anyway. And then I was using the Ninja, and both felt pretty similar. Only difference was the speed. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was my problem with Triad Wars, and actually Sleeping Dogs too. The motorcycle just found the same character controller as the cars, but obviously the collider is smaller and some of the values are different.
Right.
Yeah, motorbikes didn't felt great in Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah.
Cars didn't either, so yeah.
No.
That's...
I shouldn't even talk about the last time I played a racing game because it was Death Track. And we're talking about the original Death Track, so...
But yeah, I've also been trying out...
It's been a while for me too. I think not the new Need for Speed Most Wanted, the old one was the last one I actually got into. I guess MX vs ATV Racing came out after that, but I didn't play that all that much. My friend had it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was also trying out the new Dirt, which went on early access recently. It came completely out of nowhere. Don't know if you followed it.
Yeah, I saw it pop up on my Steam, but I was like, wow, they're fucking making these games apparently.
Yeah, there was no announcement or anything, just
Yeah, just
here you have it.
And the last Dirt was like quite a while ago. We're talking like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe.
I think
it's more like...
Yeah, I was like a sophomore in high school when that came out, man. That was at least 7 years ago, I'd say.
Yeah.
Dirt Showdown wasn't... Dirt Showdown was 2012.
Oh,
okay. It's a game no one knew about. There we go, that's why.
I did not know.
And Dirt 3 was 2011.
Okay.
So,
But yeah, the old Dirts, well, the first Dirt was a simulation, more or less. But Dirt 2, 3, and especially Showdown were pretty arcadey. And what they're doing with Dirt Rally is very interesting, because they now go full sim. If you are familiar with Richard Burns Rally, I think it was called. Pretty old, I think it's from early 2000. Richard Burns Rally, yeah. That was a real rally sim where braking and so on had to be done 2004, yeah. Had to be done very early. You weren't going anywhere fast by staying on the gas pedal.
Right.
And in Dirt Rally you have to do that too. Much feathering of the throttle and so on. And driving it with a controller is hell. Pretty much.
Oh, that's not good.
It's one of those, you need a wheel. You need a wheel for that kind of game.
It can be done, but it isn't much fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like those games, but I haven't had a wheel since fucking, I don't even remember. I think original Xbox was the only wheel I ever had.
Yeah, I have a
just played it for Burnout. I'm not a sim guy when it comes to racing games. I like the arcade shit.
Yeah.
But I'm actually lying, because it is still fun with a controller. It's just compared to a wheel, it's nowhere close.
No, well,
The wheel would have give you a lot more control.
The wheel's always more fun to play with anything like that. Yeah.
And yeah, that's a positive surprise so far. Also, the reaction from the gamer base was very positive.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to
the page right now. It looks like everyone loves the shit out of it, which is cool.
That's good.
Yeah, so nice one, Codemasters. Only issue I have with it is that it still runs on the last gen engine, but it's looking nice. So yeah.
Oh, is it Unreal 3?
No, it's the Ego engine. I think it's called Ego. Yeah. They used it for Operation Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Not the old one. The new one. The new Operation Flashpoint. The what was it called? Dragon Rising or something like that. The Codemasters developed one, not the Bohemia Interactive one.
Okay.
And
a lot of the 2K games are in that engine.
Really? Okay.
Maybe not.
The F1 games from Codemasters also use the Ego engine, and the previous Dirts used it. So yeah, it's not the newest one, but
no, it's the F1 racing games. That's that logo.
Yeah. So yeah, but the new F1 game, which is supposed to come out in I think next month, well, that will spot the new Codemasters racing engine. So I'm looking forward to that one. It's only next gen, so let's see.
Sweet.
Well, should we continue with our plan, our doc?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because I think we talked about what we're doing now, so we can move along.
What one? If there was one game you would require anyone who could play it, what? Is that English?
Yes.
Might not be written very well. I wrote that on the podcast topic at like 2 o'clock in the morning one day. I was like, oh, I got a great idea.
Oh yeah. If there was one game you would require anyone who could play it to play it, what game would you make them all play? That's not Sonic Ball. Sonic Ball 2 when it gets released. They could be super into gaming or have never even picked up a controller, but as long as they are capable, they need to play this one game within their lifetime.
Grey Wolf, what do you got?
Okay, so mine is a bit of a weird pick, but it's also sort of sentimental. I would want like my mom to sit down and play to the moon. And the reason why I'd want to do that is because I want her to understand that games are more than just like getting the high score. Because that's my parents have always looked at it and said, okay, why are you doing this? It doesn't get you anywhere. And the point I want to make to her is that games they can be a lot more than just that. They can be a lot more they can be deep and they can have emotional topics attached to them and they can get you to think and that kind of thing. And that is why I'd want to do that.
Yeah, mine's kind of goes the same way. It's Journey, and it's for the same reason. When I was playing that at my parents' house, my mom and my dad usually don't really give a shit about me playing video games, but my mom saw me playing that game, and she actually wanted to she actually sat down and was like, "What is this?" Like I want. She was asking me like I want to know about this game. I maybe even want to play it, but she's like 60, so playing games isn't still pretty hard for her to even play something like Journey. But she was like, "Oh my god, this soundtrack is amazing!" And I played through the thing, and she thought the story was super gripping. And if it's a game that my mom actually would actually want to play, it's probably something everyone should play. And if you've played Journey, the emotional responses that game brings you, I think anyone deserves to feel that. But on the flip side, I have trouble between picking that or Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Simply because
same thing.
I haven't played a game where the game's mechanics and input actually are the narrative of the game, and that's all I can say about that without spoiling it. But that shit gripped me hard. And I think those would be the two I would force people to play. But if I had to pick one, I'd go with Journey, just because I know people would get to the end of it where they might get frustrated with Brothers.
Yeah.
I think that happens fairly early in Brothers. If you can't handle the controls, then
then it's not going to work out.
Yeah, and if you do get past it, then you might get to some certain puzzles and be like, nope, I don't care enough.
I don't know. The puzzles weren't that hard, in my opinion.
They weren't to me either, but some people I talked to, they were just like, I got through this one puzzle, and then other people were like, oh no, it was the other puzzle that stopped me at. And I was like, how the fuck did you guys not finish this game?
I think
were you not totally invested at that point?
I think it's just the control method, and the control method is very wonky for people who don't get used to it quickly.
Yeah.
And that stops them. They'll get to a point where the two brothers have to do something really crazy, and then you have to line it all up, and that's where the wheels come off for some people, probably.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's fair. It's still surprising to me when I look at the Steam records of that game, how many people actually haven't beat the game. But that's true with any game. That's the problem with every video game. Most barely have a 20% finish ratio. The Walking Dead is the highest one. Telltale's Walking Dead is 45 or something like that. That's the highest game that people have all beaten, which is crazy.
But I mean, we've talked about the Sun stream before. We've talked about the idea that the reason why people finish that game is because they want to see what happens to Clementine, because they get invested, and that pulls them in. If it wasn't for Clementine, I don't think a lot of people would even get past the first couple of bits of that game.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what the finish rates for BioShock Infinite are actually.
Yeah. That would be interesting too.
Well,
you have a game.
Yeah, tell us.
I was going with Journey too, but thanks, Cody. So instead, I will go with Call of Duty Ghosts.
There we go.
I'll go with Brothers. You talk up Journey now.
No, seriously, I go with World of Warcraft. Even though I never played it, but I'm somewhat of a misanthrope, and I really don't like interacting with people on the street, especially right now. We have a flea market going on right next to my window, and there is a band playing right in front of my window. And they usually play bossa nova. If you don't know what bossa nova is,
and that's what it sounds like forever.
And that for about 16 hours a day.
Ow.
Well, no, that's a lie, 12 hours, but yeah, still.
Same thing.
Goes on for way too long. And if more people would play World of Warcraft, I wouldn't have to deal with shit like this.
There we
so
go.
That's fair.
Absolutely. Yeah. So everyone listening, go and play World of Warcraft.
Well, no, you guys are fine. You are already sitting in front of your PC, so there's people out there who are actual human beings doing real life stuff and
so
trying to be productive.
I just pulled up the global achievements for BioShock Infinite on Steam. 49% of people have actually beaten the game on easy or above.
That's pretty good.
It wasn't that hard. And not that
hard. It's not, but neither is fucking Brothers.
Yeah, but in Brothers you don't shoot people, so...
Yeah, I know.
Also the investment for Brothers is a bit lower. Most people bought it for probably $5 or so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Well, and Kerbal Space Program, because everyone should be rocket scientist.
Oh god, I bet less than like 0.01% of people have beaten that fucking game.
You can't beat that game, I think. I think less than 0.5% of people made it into orbit.
Oh my god. I actually haven't played that game yet.
Ooh.
I know. I'm waiting for it to come out of early access now. Before I play
it is out of early access.
Because GOG
it's out now?
Yep.
It's out and stable.
I need to get that done.
Yeah, I've been an early backer of the game. I think I played one of the first alpha versions.
Very nice.
But they completely changed the aerodynamic system.
Okay.
And now I'm having a hard time actually getting a rocket up into orbit. I mean, I managed it, of course, but it was a bit of a fight.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, great game.
I'm aware of it, but I've never played it because A, I don't touch Steam, and B, it was an early access, and these are all swear words to me, so... I think I'm aware that it exists, and I know what it's about, but I've never actually either looked at someone playing it, because I wanted to come out of Eternal Alpha and Eternal Beta before I buy something, and then it was also on Steam, so I didn't really pay any attention.
But honestly, Kerbal Space Program was one of the best early access games ever. Probably the best one. Because this game was already so full of features and stable and all.
Yeah, it looks like you got the shit ton of value for your dollar on that game.
Yeah.
Like, people got their money's worth even spending up to $40 on that game for sure. Which is good. But
and that's
Go for it. No, go for it. Mine's not as
and
exciting.
That's like a rare thing in a beta, where like all the betas are turning into paid betas now. But even when they're paid betas, sometimes they're just that you're beta testing because it's just not set up properly yet. Sorry, you wanted to say? Go ahead.
Oh no, I just remembered that I played another game this weekend. It was submit errors on GOG Galaxy to GOG and telling them to fix the program.
That's a fantastic game.
Don't worry, we are talking about GOG.
It won't even install. Like, it installs for me, but it won't start up. It just just like, you need to install this. I'm like, okay, install it again, and it's like, we're already here.
It's looking for, I think, DirectX runtimes.
Yep.
And it's probably not finding them.
Yeah, well, it installs them itself, but it keeps installing them.
That's not good.
Yeah.
I didn't have any problems. I got the alpha client early and installed it, and that was fine. And then they didn't auto-patch the alpha. So I just went off to my shelf, grabbed a new version, installed it, and it's been fine. But I hear a lot of horror stories.
Yeah, my beta for it hasn't really worked. They sent me 2 beta codes, too. I'm not sure why.
Wow. Okay. You're special. Give the beta code to someone else.
I'll probably do that. Probably give it.
It's an open beta at this point, so it's not a problem.
Yeah. Well, you have to ask for a code, and then they send you a code after a certain amount of time. and they sent me 2.
Okay. Fair enough. And as long as you don't redeem it, you can give it away. So, there you go.
Yeah. I really need to play Kerbal Space Terrarium, though, to get back onto a video game topic.
Well, now that it's out, I'm going to make sure to go and look up some video, because I'm curious. But, I mean, like I said, I haven't played it because A, it was on Steam, and B, it was an early access, and early access, those are both swear words, and I can't really trust early access as far as I can throw it, so... I'm awkward like that.
I don't either. All my friends really, really like early access, and I've never early accessed anything.
Fair enough.
I actually think Kickstarter is a better idea than early access, because at least you're wasting money on something that wouldn't have existed without your your backing otherwise.
That's fair enough.
Although I guess the trade-off with early access is that you are getting something.
You are getting something, even if it's broken.
Whereas with Kickstarter, you might not get anything. Yeah, it's true. What you're getting might not actually be something.
And for a dedicated indie developer, I think early access is something that's definitely offering a value. I mean, you get many system configurations to beta test.
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically, instead of hiring beta testers, they get to pay you to beta test your game. Yeah. And they're happy to do it because they're like, early access, that's a great thing.
Yeah.
Well, you save a couple of bucks.
Yeah. Well, you make a couple of bucks. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the consumer saves some money, but
yeah.
But my greatest fears already happened with that, because that's telling big publishers like, oh, instead of hiring QA testers, we can go charge them. Yeah, H1Z1, Sony.
But okay. But if we take a look at Dirt Rally, for example, I mean. Would that game exist without early access?
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably. I don't think so.
How much is there already with early access? It looks like quite a lot, right?
Yeah, there is actually more or less full game so far. Hill climbs and so on are missing.
So basically, instead of throwing it on early access and collecting a lot of money, what they would have done without early access is they would have had to spend some money on a marketing campaign, talk the game up, and then release it. So I guess if the marketing budget wouldn't have been there, it wouldn't exist without early access. But I mean, who knows? There are some games that wouldn't exist without early access, but there are also some games that wouldn't exist without Kickstarter. So.
Yeah, usually if a big publisher goes early access, I'm a bit
wary. I think the word you look for is wary.
No, I'm fairly happy with
that. Is another phrase I like to throw out there for that. Just imagine when Activision starts doing early access for every Call of Duty game.
Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft, early access.
Hands together and going, oh my god, early access!
I'm wondering what
that voice.
Well, I mean, yeah, Ubisoft already did an early access game. It was called Assassin's Creed Unity, right?
Yeah, but that was a full price early access game.
And they're doing it again because Magic 7 is coming soon, and that's in beta right now.
I actually prefer when a studio or a company goes, look, this is an early access, so we're going to charge like $20 extra. That way, people go, oh, okay, so I don't want to do this unless I actually want to help contribute to making this game better.
Yeah,
my feedback.
But the amount of shit Planetary Annihilation got for doing this, I mean...
Did they?
Oh yeah, they sold it for I think $90 at first.
Wow.
That's too high though.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm talking you're selling early access for $30, game comes out for $20, something like that. Or the big publisher starts doing this shit, they go $70 for early access. Or $60 for the main game. Right.
Well, they also had the Kickstarter issue where some Kickstarter backers wouldn't have been too happy if you could actually buy the game for the same amount through early access that they paid for the Kickstarter or whatever. But yeah, that's early days of Kickstarter and early access.
With Kickstarter, you usually don't have to pay nearly as much because a lot of my friends bought Divinity Originals in early access because they didn't back it like I did. Which is one of the two games I ever backed. I paid $20 to back that game, and it was early access for $40, and came out and released as well for $40.
I don't trust Steam right now.
Well, I don't trust Steam at all, ever.
I just mentioned Planetary Annihilation, and suddenly the thing shows up on my front page. For the first time in, I don't know how long. And now it's gone. What the fuck? This creeps me out. Anyway, Galactic Civilization did something similar. They also went for a high early access price, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I can't remember. There was one game that they were charging $40, and they were but the game was going to come out at $15 or $20. I don't remember who it was though, so I have no source to my claim.
Well, some free-to-play games do this, like Fractured Space is doing it. But I was more than happy to support the development of Fractured Space, because that's already quite fun.
I don't know why I'm surprised that the top-selling game on Steam is still GTA 5. Why does that surprise me at all?
No idea.
Gee, I wonder.
Seriously. Every GTA is a top seller.
I've got to be the one person who hasn't bought it yet, right?
I'm more surprised that Global Offensive...
No, I'm the other person, don't worry.
I'm more surprised that Counter-Strike is still on
already,
3.
So.
Yeah, I have it on PS3 and PS4, and probably soon on PC.
Okay, so I really am the only person who doesn't own it at all.
Oh, yeah, you own it at all, yeah, absolutely.
No.
But seriously, guys, Counter-Strike Global Offensive is the third best-selling game on Steam right now.
See, a source was better.
No idea. Never played Global Offensive.
It's okay. I tried it on PS3. Probably why I didn't like it that much.
And Project Cars is on second place. Well, that seems to be
that actually looks
quite
pretty
decent.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want to check that out. Maybe.
Yeah, I heard the meta game is pretty weak. But besides that, the driving physics seem to work just fine.
Okay.
But also maybe a game for racing wheel owners.
Yeah, probably. It's probably a very sim-heavy game.
So, should we continue with the news topics?
Sure. What news is out there?
We're talking about that kind of thing. We may as well carry on with it.
Okay, let's start with the Humble sale. If you are a Twinstiq reader, Twinstiq.com, you might have already seen this little news post. And, well, Humble, the Humble store, and the guys who make the Humble bundle currently have a spring sale going on. It's going on for 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, it looked like a week when I looked at it. Is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
When I looked at it, they had a little countdown from 1 week to the next. From one 7-day period to the next.
No, it's 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
And they have daily deals and other stuff.
$1 daily deals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now.
Pretty sweet.
Right now, what do they have right now? 7 Days to Die, Wasteland 2 for 50% off, Stealth Inc. 2, Renegade Ops. Yeah. Oh, Hand of Fate is their flash deal. Yeah.
How much?
40% off.
$15.
You can get it on the PS4 for a bit less. I think it's €5 at the moment. But I'm not sure if that deal is also active in the US.
It might not be.
Yep.
I don't know.
But if you're a European viewer, then go for it. $5 for that game is pretty decent.
$3 for the swapper. I've been wanting to pick that up. I might just do that real quick.
Oh, the swapper, I don't know.
You're gonna find that the swapper gets really, really convoluted very quickly.
Yeah. I mean, it's
a nice
interesting.
idea, but then it just gets very convoluted very fast.
Yeah. The story is interesting. It keeps you definitely engaged.
Keeps you going. That's what I keep hearing, because it didn't look like the core mechanic could really be stretched all that much over a long period of time. But I did like the atmosphere and the art style. I thought it looked pretty good. And $3 probably looks like a good idea.
Yeah, $3 is probably a good place for that game.
Yeah. It was free with PS Plus, if I'm not mistaken.
So. Yeah, I think it was like a month or two ago, or something like that.
No, I think it's a bit more.
Okay.
3 to 4 months, maybe. What else do we have on sale? Prison Architect, which is also an early access game that is already fairly advanced.
Yeah, everyone I know who plays that says it's super good. $6 for that too? That's crazy.
Always Sometimes Monsters,
which I'm curious about.
I wanted that. I saw I don't know if you follow Dodger. I watched her play some of that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I do own it, but I maybe played an hour of it or so.
Okay.
Didn't get really into it. But the premise is interesting, definitely.
Yeah.
You'd probably like it, Grey Wolf. It's pretty text-based adventure-y, not much in the way of combat or anything like that.
Then we have Surgeon Simulator. Well,
I am kind of glad that game has become the sort of viral hit it has. Because it's silly, goofy.
Yeah. I mean, I like it actually. It's a fun joke. And for $3, $4.
Yeah. I mean, that's a much more fair price for a global game kind of game.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. I think that the price point that it's at is a bit silly, like normally. But if you pick it up on a sale, then it's totally worth it. Because really, I mean, it's not a game in the sense. It's like Goat Simulator. You know, they made it a game, and it seemed like kind of silly, and then YouTube got hold of it, and then it blew up. But it's not like if you're gonna go out and play Surgeon Simulator as a surgeon simulation game, don't do that. It's never gonna work.
Yeah, it's definitely a laugher is what it is.
Yeah,
it's fine for that.
Trauma Center is probably an even more realistic.
Yeah.
Let's continue with Don't Starve and all the add-ons.
Yeah.
Very good game.
Yep, that's fun. Sports Friends, no idea how that is on the PC.
No idea.
It's fun if you have some people over for couch co-op or couch versus, but I don't think it supports online, at least on the PS4 it doesn't. Gods Will Be Watching, haven't played it, heard
that I'm also
mixed things about.
Yeah, heard good things about that as well. Haven't looked too into it though.
Yeah.
Wasteland 2, which is supposed to be pretty good.
I've already got Original Sin for CRPGs though. Like I need to beat that still. And then I still haven't played the new expansion for Shadowrun Returns either.
Yeah, we could co-op Original Sin.
Yeah, you can actually.
Oh. Right, we are thinking about doing a Let's Play channel. So we could Let's Play that thing.
That might be fun.
Yeah.
Stealth Inc. 2, I always forget they changed the Stealth Bastard name, is also $750. Those games are very good stealth platformers if you're into that kind of thing. It's no Mark of the Ninja, but they're very fun all the same.
Tesla Effect, which we had in a giveaway. Yeah, that's fun if you enjoy old school FMV games. Secrets of Raticon is also an interesting one.
Yeah, I'm also curious about that too.
And it's from Austria.
I think the flying physics are a bit messy in that game.
Yeah.
But the rest of the idea is very good.
Psychonauts for $1 or at least €1.
That's very good.
Yep.
Oh God, yeah. No, absolutely pick that one up. It's a very, very good game.
Yep. Sorry.
Graphics might throw some people off just because it's dated and people don't like to preserve history. But hey.
Yeah. And we have To the Moon, which Lost Wolf, Grey Wolf talked about.
Buy it immediately.
Yep.
Anyone listening, just stop what you're doing now and buy it immediately.
Okay, I'll listen. I'll do that. $2? Yeah, I can spare that. I wanted this game, so.
30-minute hero, 30 half-minute hero, so.
Half-minute hero.
Yeah. Number was confusing me. Half-minute hero is also pretty cool. Played it on the PSP.
I hear that's pretty interesting as well.
Trine for $150 or whatever it is in dollars. Also must buy.
Okay. I haven't actually played Trine, but it's very good.
Oh yeah, you have to play it. Also, the new one, the third one, looks fairly decent so far.
Yeah, never played it.
I mean,
I haven't played any of the Trine games, but everyone's saying they're really good.
Oh yeah. Mercenary Kings, not sure about that one. And yeah, Commandos Collection is also. I mean, it's 3 games or whatever for $150, but they didn't age well. So yeah, take a look at the Humble Store.
And they're updating that every day with new stuff, so if you're at least
they've got great Bethesda bundles if you're missing any Skyrim DLC or anything like that. If you don't want to play Dishonored like a stealth game, pick that up. $10 is a great price for that game.
True that. And they maybe announce a second one on E3.
Oh, I'd imagine. Although if it's not Fallout 4, the internet's gonna throw full fucking shit.
They have their own conference. I'm pretty sure they announced more than just Fallout and Doom 4. So
yeah.
I think
be a lot more.
Dishonored 2 could be very realistic. This reminds me, we should do a E3 bingo like Joystick did back then.
Oh yes, we absolutely should. We need to do that. Someone needs to make a bingo card.
Yeah, we need to throw someone on that. That'd be a lot of fun. Yep. I don't know. Do you think they'll do anything in the realm of hardware over there?
VR Oculus is.
Oculus I mean Bethesda.
Nah.
No, I don't think so either. But I mean, like it is a conference, man. Like.
Yeah, but EA and Ubisoft have their own press conferences, and they aren't into hardware, so.
I don't. Out of all the publishers, though, I think they'd probably be the
they're the most likely. That's true.
Like, I mean, we're basically having a console war between two people here. Like if someone wants to jump in for a third thing, they have a lot of good IP under their belt. Do you imagine a world where like the Elder Scrolls games are like the new Halo? They're stuck to the Bethesda box.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, sure. We all know that the.
I know it's a stretch, but just.
No, the more you think about it, the less it is actually, because the current generation of consoles is pretty underpowered. There are actually rumors that Microsoft is planning on
doing a slim with more power kind of thing, and then I'm sure Sony would have to
answer that. There are actually rumors about starting a new generation very soon.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, very soon would be 2 years from now, I guess, but still.
Yeah, I know. I could see it happening.
I can see it happening. I don't know if it's a good idea, but they could probably do it. I mean, because what they will do is they'll do what they're doing all along. They'll force march people to the new console. They'll say, all right, well, your old games for your one, sorry, they don't work. Here you go. Good luck. You need a new console.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's not forget that the Xbox One is really doing poorly.
Yeah, it's not doing well at all.
Yeah, I think they're 2-1
but doing it, but is shutting down those factories, selling off the assets they have left, and going back to the drawing board, spending R&D costs to make a new console. Is that really going to help their losses? I don't know, man. I could see it with Sony just being like, yeah, we've got all this profit. Let's start researching the new thing right now.
Yeah.
We'll get out a more powerful box before Microsoft can even think about doing a new Switch, and just bury them into the ground. Like, there's PC, and then we've got the fucking home television. Go away.
I think Sony will wait until until Project Morpheus is out. Because
and that's still a while away, really.
Well, early next year.
Yeah, they're saying early next year. Same with Oculus, supposed to be coming out.
Well, what they want to do is they want to set up a war between Oculus and the Morpheus. But the problem is that those two.
I don't think that it's gonna be a war between Oculus and Morpheus.
I don't think so either. Oculus seems too PC focused, and it sounds like they're being a more general use thing, whereas the Morpheus is just like, this is for our PS4.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
They aren't even talking about PC compatibility, so...
No. But everyone who's been using Morpheus and has also used Oculus says Morpheus is much better, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, but we haven't seen the consumer version of
either
Oculus.
Of them.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is that the thing that interests me about that is that with Morpheus being a Sony thing, they could always just hook it up to TV and that kind of thing and say, okay, we'll sell you a Morpheus with your TV.
Yeah.
One thing that's actually interesting is Sony were doing those, what were they called, HMC, those private cinema whatever goggles.
Oh yeah?
I'll try to find a picture. The head-mounted TVs or whatever they called it.
Okay. That must have been like their first iteration, trying to get to Morpheus.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
HMC T1 up to T3. Gonna have a pic on the stream shortly. Those things. Head-mounted displays.
Right.
Can you see them?
Yep.
Okay. They were not exactly virtual reality because
No.
it was more or less watching 3D movies and so on.
Yeah.
You were looking through a window, basically.
Yeah. Right.
But they did TV stuff and so on those things. So maybe they try to make the Morpheus more portable and turn it into something like this.
Yeah, there's a big possibility of that, in fact.
So yeah.
That wouldn't even surprise me, really.
Oh, I just remembered the other Bethesda game they'll probably talk about at E3 that they announced a long time ago.
Yeah?
Battlecry. You guys
Battlecry?
remember that one? Their
MOBA?
see if I can find.
Was it a MOBA?
Link to you. No, it was like a third-person hack and slash game called Battle Cry by Bethesda.
But wasn't that a MOBA actually?
It might have been.
I'm pretty sure that it was multiplayer at least.
Yeah, here's a. Send you my Google link. It's got screenshots and all that stuff.
Okay.
There you go.
Now, weren't Bethesda at some point developing a 4-player thing? And then they can't.
I think this might be it because I'm pretty sure that this is like a cooperative game.
Because I think they got it all the way to like a playable alpha or something, and then they had people playing it. And they're like, it's just not fun, so they canned it. And they might have taken the guts of that game and then repurposed it into what you're talking about now.
I'm gonna show a video of from IGN showcasing it.
Alright.
So, thanks IGN for letting us steal your content.
Yeah.
Yeah, a new team action game where brutality and beauty collide. Enlist now. Your country needs you. Yeah, there's an announcement trailer. I don't remember seeing an announcement trailer. I remember seeing like the stuff on IGN and Rev3, but I don't remember them having a trailer tag.
So yeah, looks fun. Looks a bit like Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, but melee-ish.
Yeah. A mix out of Team Fortress and Chivalry, maybe.
Yeah. It sounds like fun.
It could be kind of fun.
Well, we'll see. But yeah, they will probably talk about that, unless they canned it.
I don't know, their site, like, their website's pretty fucking fancy. I don't remember them even having a website when they first announced it.
Silent Hills had a pretty fancy demo.
Website, look where that ended up. We shouldn't keep bringing it up. That's so
yeah,
big.
but that's Konami. Like, Konami is Konami, and that's the biggest problem with Konami.
Yeah.
By the way, I really have to congratulate ourselves. This is probably one of the best podcasts we did so far. One of the most professional ones, at least.
I know. We need
yet.
more videos of girls covered in Nutella with fucking bananas on their asses. That way we'll even everything out and make us perfectly fine. Yep.
Okay, give me a second.
Super.
No,
I was
fine.
fucking
It's
kidding.
fine.
I was kidding. You don't actually have to do that, though.
Let's see.
Let's talk about what are the news topics you have.
I can't hear you guys. My headphones are not working from the looks of it. What do we have here? Oh, a bit of Syriac.
What can I do to revolt? I know.
No.
Oh, I have the perfect thing for this. So, turn the music back on.
Oh, no.
Why is this not a video already? Alright, that's enough of that. We brought it back.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so
how about the short
you
break?
were running down the news topics. So the next one was Nintendo theme park.
Yep. How about a short break before we do that?
Sure, sounds good.
That's probably a great idea.
Okay.
You can listen to Caramel dancing and watch Ron.
There we go.
Okay, so we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, I would say.
Sounds good.
In the meantime, enjoy. Well, I will upload this to YouTube, so I probably shouldn't do it, but
No, you probably shouldn't.
enjoy 5 seconds of this. And we are live. We only captured a very little.
So yeah, you get 3 notes.
Are we actually live? I think we are.
Yeah, we're
Yep,
live.
we are. Okay. So, next news topic. Nintendo theme parks.
I think it could be
Yeah.
a very good idea. I was a little worried when that story broke that it was like someone doing something unauthorized with Nintendo IP.
Yep. Maybe
and
we
that
should
Nintendo-
first tell people what the story actually is if they
Sure.
didn't read it on
ahead.
Twinstiq.
Yeah. Let them at it.
Okay. As it turns out, Universal Studios is partnering up with Nintendo to make their own Disneyland, sorta, kinda. So
in a Nintendo kind of way.
yeah, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Probably you have to buy 3 Amiibos to get entry, and those Amiibos will only be useful for one attraction, and for every other
And
attraction you want
you
to
can only buy the
use.
Amiibos off of scalpers.
Yeah. That's the Nintendo way. Yeah, you
Anyway,
can
so-
buy an entry ticket for the F-Zero roller coaster for $15, but as it turns out, everybody already bought 15,000 copies of the Amiibo, and so you have to pay 2,000 for an entry Amiibo.
So when the story broke, I was a bit worried because I didn't know the background information. So my immediate conclusion was someone in China, I think it was, did the same thing with World of Warcraft. They like make it a theme park out of World of Warcraft assets. And my original take on this was, oh god, someone's going to get a cease and desist. But then it turns out that Warner was, in partnership with Nintendo, and I think it could be quite cool. It'd be kind of fun.
Universal, not Warner.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there is little info available so far on it, but if they actually do it right, could be interesting. And let's be honest, Disney is, I mean, it's still doing well, especially since they bought Star Wars and Marvel and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the core Disney IP, Mickey Mouse and so on, isn't really filling the audience. And
not doing it. But I mean,
that's kind of why I assumed they bought Pixar in the first place, was because they wanted to mine that gold mine there.
Yeah, but what Pixar IP would make a really great ride? I mean, Cars, yeah.
The Incredibles, maybe.
Yeah, but how old is The Incredibles? And in my opinion, it's overrated
where's the
anyway.
Sequel, Disney? Fucking make one. Bring that back. No one wanted a sequel to Cars. Who gives a shit about Cars?
And planes.
Incredibles is like the best thing you've made in like forever.
Let's not forget planes.
Didn't see planes.
I
don't.
I like the Apple lot, and I like the first half of WALL-E.
Yeah, WALL-E was great, but how would a WALL-E attraction look?
Very dirty.
Yeah, or you would...
Given the first half...
You haven't seen WALL-E? Oh my god.
I know, I'm really behind.
Okay, sorry guys, we are gonna cut this podcast short.
So that I can go watch WALL-E.
And if you watch WALL-E, don't watch the second half, watch the first half.
I thought the second half was
I'll
fine.
watch the whole thing.
Okay.
It's just how I am with movies. I like to watch them from start to finish. I don't know if that's a weird thing to do, but it is.
Completely.
Like, some guy does it.
Have you ever been in a cinema? Usually after the halfway point, everybody's gone. That's just what people do.
Yeah, I mean, have you been to a new Transformers movie lately? That's usually what happens.
No, but seriously, what would a WALL-E attraction look like? You sit down into a moving chair that will transport you right through Disneyland, and you will get fed with burgers and...
Hard to imagine, but anyone could fucking walk into a Hyrule Castle, though. That shit, like, that's why they're doing this. That kind of stuff would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a House of Fun with Super Mario theme.
Oh yeah. I'm sure if they theme the theme park any one particular thing, it would be like a giant Mario Party, like we're moving around kind of thing.
Yeah,
I think it would be very cool.
What I would like to see is some actual gaming elements, some multiplayer stuff, kinda, in the theme park, where you get paired with some other guys, maybe, and you score points for different rides, whatever.
Right.
That would be quite interesting.
I mean, they've already got that kind of system in place with like their 3DS and Street Pass stuff. You just hand out like a card when you get to the theme park, and like hey, I'll keep track of your card. And the more people you connect with your card with and meet, the better points you get. Maybe it gives you ticket discounts.
Yeah.
Or you could like trade in for like maybe Amiibo packs or any
bunch of
stuff or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I know what they're going to do. Special limited edition Nintendo Land Amiibos, Nintendo theme park Amiibos.
Nintendo theme park Amiibos.
Yeah.
There we go. And each theme park you go to will have different Amiibos.
Yeah, and they will of course be bound to your account, so you can sell them. They will get bound to your DNA and to your Nintendo account.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that anymore.
They will get implemented into your hand actually, and if you remove them, move them 5 meters away, your head will explode.
On stream.
Sorry? You are what? Oh, you're nameless on stream. What? Why?
I don't know why.
That's weird. Expert lost your name.
I don't think I'm anybody. So that's what that is. I understand. I don't really think of myself much either.
No idea what it is actually.
Well, as we keep on mentioning, it wouldn't be a Twinstiq podcast without something like this happening. So there you go.
Of course not. I thought we brought it back to that level earlier, but I guess we weren't quite ready.
We weren't low enough. So
why isn't it showing up? Strange.
Okay, well, while you look for that, I'll keep the news topics going so that we can talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah, like Theme parks. Those are cool. I don't actually like theme parks, but I would go to a Nintendo theme park.
Yeah, I'd be curious to go too, just to see what it would be like, and to see if they could make a reasonable theme park out of video game stuff. Because, like, ever since I saw Wreck-It Ralph, I thought they could do something very good in that vein.
Yeah, that would be a really, really cool idea too.
Yeah. But I mean, that would be like IP disaster because they'd have to get all those people to agree, and they never would. Alas.
No.
Like, never, ever. That's the problem with the one movie I want to see. I want to see it come out, at least, is Ready Player One. And that movie has been in legal limbo for a long time because of the IPs that they have to get to make it work.
Your name is back.
Sweet, I see it there. Thank you. That's nice.
Okay, so the next thing that we're going to talk about was GOG Galaxy and the Star Trek games.
Yep.
Anyone have any thoughts?
Well, introduce us to the topic.
Yeah.
Okay, so
for the viewers at home who don't know what we're talking about.
So let's start with what GOG Galaxy is. GOG is a DRM-free website where you can buy games like you could on Steam. And they've launched their very own Steam-like client called Galaxy. It aims to keep all the DRM-free stuff in place, but then with all of the convenience of a Steam-like client. So you can download your games to it, you can make friends, and all that kind of stuff. Along the way, GOG have also gotten access to the Star Trek games, which went up on Tuesday, I want to say. Tuesday or Wednesday, probably Wednesday more than Tuesday. And these are fairly old Star Trek games, but the thing is that to get that license means a whole lot, because the people who are behind that are very wary of letting the license out. So it was very surprising when GOG managed to actually secure the license. I've seen on Steam that the games are up there too.
Yep.
So they must have done a kind of a deal with all of the distribution channels. But it's good for GOG, at least, that they managed to get that, because that will help their profile a little bit. So
yeah, but I don't see the Star Trek games I want to see on there.
What would you want to see on there?
What was it called? Klingon Academy?
Oh yeah, there was a guy who was saying that they've got Starfleet Academy. Why didn't they get Klingon Academy? Now my guess is that further down the line, much like with the LucasArts rollout, they'll roll things out very slowly, and eventually they'll get Klingon Academy.
And Bridge Commander. Oh, I would like Bridge Commander. Yeah. I would like a Bridge Commander remaster, actually.
Yeah. I mean, all of those games are interesting in their own right, just because of the source material. And like the two games that they got that I'm very interested in from like way back when, they got 25th anniversary and Judgment Rights, and those are very, very good as far as adventure games go. So my take on it is that they're going to slowly roll out the Star Trek games. There will be more. It will just take time.
Yeah, Bridge Commander has to be a priority for them, because Bridge Commander probably was the best space game ever. And I'm saying this as a Star Trek fan, so it doesn't count, but still.
Is someone's tea kettle boiling?
No.
Listen to the sound on the stream real quick. Someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Okay.
So, sorry for this little break. We had some sound issues, and, well, they are still here. But we will carry on. We won't let this put us down, or something like that. Whatever. And did we finish the GOG topic? No idea.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've said that all I needed to say. I think it's very good that GOG got the rights, or not the rights, I should say. They got the ability to sell those games, and I think that's good for them in their profile. Yep. I don't know if anyone has anything they want to add to that.
Well, I did try out the beta for GOG Galaxy.
Okay.
And I like it so far. You still have access to all your extras you get with a GOG purchase. And, well, yeah, It's basic, but I like it.
Yeah,
Haven't found any...
at the moment it needs a little bit more work to be like a polished piece of thing that they can get out of beta, but
and more community interact.
Works, and that's what matters.
Yeah, and more ways for the community to interact with the with each other. Yeah. Cody, did you try it?
Hello. I am trying to install it again because every time I install it, it sets up their little Microsoft Visual thing that it tells me it's missing, and then it's like, sorry, let's try reinstalling, and then it reinstalls, and then does the same process, and it doesn't work. So I'm trying again.
Yeah.
Now.
So far,
if it works.
So far, you can only access the chat and see forum replies, but I just found out that clicking on forum replies actually gets you into the community forum, so that's at least something.
Yeah.
Could have made it a bit...
There are still issues with it. I mean, one of the things I don't like is that you can get unsolicited friend requests right now, which I think is a bit iffy, but hopefully they'll sort all that stuff out.
Yeah, and you can't actually go to a game-specific forum from the game
within
itself.
Their client at the moment, which is a very big oversight.
Well, you can, but you have to click on forum replies, then community, and then search for the game, which is, well,
a bit of a mess.
Complicated,
a little backwards. Just needs some QA. It is beta, right? So
yeah.
But overall, it looks fine so far.
That's good.
Yep. Okay, then let's continue with The Void. The Void. This is Cody's topic.
So, The Void, if you haven't checked it out yet, it is a virtual reality room/haunted house kind of thing. It's fucking crazy. They've got like these...
I have the video up right now. Let us watch it.
Okay, we're just gonna let it play.
Yeah.
Alright. Sweet.
Woo! Some Matrix action going on.
Yeah.
So that's The Void, at least the trailer for it.
Yeah, it brings up a lot of another can of worms for VR. Designing a game for something like that again could be a ridiculous experience.
Yeah, especially if actual physical environment is included.
Yeah, like basically, which like kind of sucks for level designers though, right? Because then you're like, well, here you get this.
Yep.
unless they have like ways that they can move around the walls and stuff or in the room and whatnot, which could be a thing.
Well, that would be kind of the smart thing to do, is to make the room modular, so that you could like in, I think it's Japan, they have modular houses we can take bits of the shelving and stuff and turn the rooms into other rooms, and it would make sense from the perspective of that thing like the Void to do modular design like that, so that you could have like make a room here and then.
Yeah, but then you're talking about a $150,000 laser tag room. Like, that's getting kind of unrealistic. But
probably,
I mean, it is what you would have to do to keep everyone involved in the development process of that. Otherwise, you just kind of scrape away an entire facet of game design. But I think it has a lot of really cool opportunities, though. Still, like just like having like humidifiers in a room where like, oh, you can just spray water down on the player at any time. Like, what? That's fucking crazy.
So if you're still confused about what this actually is, because we still haven't really talked about it, you only seen the trailer. Yeah. It is a real life, okay, let's use the buzzwords from the trailer. It's a 4D vision of infinite dimensions. Where you are running around a room.
It is literally
a vision of infinite dimensions.
There's nothing different from it and an actual void.
That sounds
thrown
like
into a hole and without gravity.
The way that they put that, it sounds like something that Peter Molyneux would say.
Yeah, it also looks very Peter Molyneux, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, it's a virtual reality arcade, more or less, where you can actually run around and, you run around in it's a holodeck, basically. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
giant
holodeck.
Yeah.
And it's a cool idea. I don't know who's going to throw money at it. That's the problem.
Who the fuck is making it? Because clearly they have a shit ton of money already, like to make a prototype for that.
John C. Braddock Group, and they have representative offices in New York, Toronto, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Seoul, and Salida, Colorado.
Huh.
Okay, so it sounds like a venture capitalist then.
Yep. Lake Ridge Capital Inc.
There we go.
A U.S. broker-dealer registered since 1989.
There we go.
I'm looking at their head-mounted display. It looks pretty sweet. It like wraps around your whole head and like kind of like lays on top of your head at the same time. And there's speakers built into it. This thing looks nuts. They're calling it the Raptor.
Yep.
It does look like a raptor head. It's very cool looking.
Dual high-density curved OLED displays, but again only 1080p, which maybe is not. Well, that could. Yeah. I see a couple of issues actually with this because. No, wait, they are running around with cables on their back. Right.
Oh god, that's so not good.
Nah, that's fine.
No, I mean, think about it. If you're running in one direction and the cable snaps, now you're not immersed anymore.
Have it in a backpack.
That's true. It would have to be a wireless setup. Like that would be probably really fucking laggy when you think about it, right?
They have a cable running into their backpack or whatever it is.
What? Oh my god! No.
That's just a whole can of worms.
Yeah. Don't duck, otherwise you're gonna rip the cable out of your headset and then break everything. You threw a fucking dragon at me. I was scared. I ducked. I'm sorry.
What did you think was gonna happen?
No, I think from an ergonomic standpoint it's fine because the cable can truly extend and all. But it's still the latency issue thing. I mean, I imagine that they have a PC in the backpack of some sort.
Probably.
And that most
or
of
at very least they have a processor.
Yeah, that most of the graphical stuff, the imagery and so on will be handled by this. But what exactly is powering this thing? I mean, they need to have serious power, serious graphical power.
Yeah.
And do you run around with 20 kilos of batteries in your backpack?
How is that ever going to work?
Well, you need a US Army training to play this thing.
How in the world that works. I can't get it past.
Here you see your 200 pounds backpack. Have fun.
There you go.
I'm trying to find them explaining the latency. I'm not seeing anything, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like they're like, oh, the
weird.
motion controls, we got all this stuff, and like that's great. Like motion controls have been around for almost 10 years now. That doesn't impress me anymore. Like, come on.
Yeah, and again, the 1080p screen isn't really impressing me either. I mean, if you are throwing this much money into it, at least get
I mean,
get a
why
1440p.
not do like a bump up or two on the screen size?
Yeah. I don't know if we'll be going 4K in VR soon, unfortunately. But like when I tried the Oculus, like it at whatever 920 divided by 2 is over 1080, it was totally fine, at least for playing couch nights, which is all I get to try. But I didn't really have any issues with that. The weirdest thing though, playing in a VR headset though, is when you're just staring there, and instead of moving your head, you only move your eyes and your head, and the vision doesn't change because you have to move your head. Like moving your eyes and expecting to see something different and not seeing anything different, like hurt my brain to no extent.
Yeah, but that can be fixed. You only need some IR cameras which analyze your iris.
Yeah,
it's not that difficult. That problem has been mostly solved anyway. I mean, there's a lot of applications that use eye movement already.
Yeah.
It's then again a price question, but for something like the Rapture, like the Void thing, price shouldn't be that much of an issue because it's, well, you don't pay it for yourself. It's a investment, and hopefully thousands of people use it then, so it should pay for itself. And but it doesn't really look that realistic so far, I have to say.
Yeah. I'm totally cool with VR laser tag, and if they can pull it off and let me try it out, and if it impresses me, I will probably go to that a lot. But yeah, I'm of course very skeptical about it because I do not know. Like latency, like how the fuck does that work? That's my biggest thing.
Also, the next thing is you have to develop games for it, and only for it.
That's going to be expensive too.
You can't just take BioShock or whatever and adapt it.
No, you can't. You can't do it like that, right? You have to build it straight up for that.
I mean, they could do something like Eve Valkyrie with the flying.
Oh no! I have the perfect.
Yeah, but that's you sitting down in a chair.
Yeah, but they could do that.
God.
But what did Wolfie say?
Temple Run. We're gonna blow something like this on Temple Run.
There we go.
Oh yeah, then,
come on, man.
Then we get the insurance issues again, where people die in the thing because they jumped against the wall or whatever and broke their neck. And it's powered by Unity, by the way.
Yeah, the whole thing is powered by Unity.
Oh no!
No idea, but it is fairly prominently featured on the webpage.
I bet
Evermore.
I bet the demos they made were in Unity. It's probably just the easiest thing to work with to make something quickly.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff you can buy on the asset stores. That's probably why they went with that engine just for their demos. But I'm sure you can make any game in this stuff as long as their SDKs are optimal. Yeah. I'll be right back. I gotta put a lasagna in the oven.
Okay. Anyway, Evermore. No idea if anyone has ever heard of Evermore. Some C logo, Distant Focus Corporation, Cydex, Elytrix, Optimal Design, and Unity are partners.
Fair enough.
Of this thing. Do we have any Void updates? Nope. They only have a couple of media
When did they actually announce this thing? Like not so long ago?
Not so long ago. I think it was a week ago or something like that.
Okay. Alright, well they won't have updates for a while probably because they're probably still in the building phase. And the thing is, that, like from everything that we've been talking about here, to me it just seems like a venture capitalist's, dream because it's getting to pour money into something like that and maybe it will work out. But there are so many questions that I don't know how it got into the venture capitalist stage, because there's just too many things that could go wrong. Like Cody was saying, they have to solve the latency problem. Yep. Maybe they won't.
Yeah, as far as I can see it, this won't be a thing for at least 2 years or so.
Yeah, at the very least. And then when it comes out, part of the other problem is that then how are they planning to because they're going to have to make their money back. So how are they going to market it? Because if it's just that room and just that place, we're talking about people with too much money going to go and see just this thing, you know? So, I don't know, to me it seems a little bit fishy at this point.
I wouldn't say fishy, but it's probably not very realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have a Kickstarter or anything, so...
Yeah. What they're trying to do, given the information that they put out there, seems a little bit... It's not viable right now.
The CEO so far put $13 million into this project.
Wow, he clearly has money to burn.
Yep. I mean, if this thing actually works out, this could be... we talked about it during the break a bit. This could be the renaissance of arcades. So
yeah, that's right. You guys did mention that, and they came in on the end of the conversation. Because then, like you were saying, it would be awesome. You just put up the rig, put up whatever games you want, and then say, okay, spend $25 for like an hour or whatever and play whatever you want.
Yep. And another thing is the walls actually can be moved. I mean, of course they can be moved. And this would actually lead to people coming back to it, because let's say they have game A for 1 week and then game B for week 2 or whatever. And so, well, but again, this is a couple of years in the future at least, so he hopes to open the business in the summer of 2016.
That's real optimistic, and it isn't going to work out.
No.
But no, you guys brought up the VR arcades, but this is the idea I want that to spark, because this is really cool. I like the idea of VR laser tag, but a lot more expensive than just buying a chair, a box, and a VR headset. Throw a kid in there, have them load up whatever game demo, and then they could play like Hawken or whatever games are already optimized for VR, and for like an hour or whatever, and spend an extra couple of quarters to keep doing it. And I do think that this that could actually be a good renaissance of arcades.
I think
just VR in general.
So you brought up the whole idea of throwing a quarter into the thing. I don't think it'll work like that with lives and all that. I think they'll just use the current
microtransaction VR games.
Yeah, there you go. I think they'll use the current platform console model, where what they'll probably do is they'll say to you, okay, you can play for an hour, and you'll go in and you'll pay a flat fee or whatever, and then you'll play whatever it is you want to play, and after that hour they'll say, okay, your time is up, now off you go.
You can play for one easy fatality, and then you have to play another one.
That's got to be it.
That would be the way.
I think it would do that, but it would be kind of suck to just be in the middle of a game and then they just turn it off and hey, your time's up.
But that would be the only way for it to work, because the design paradigm now is so different that going back to 3 lives and hoping that you survive, I don't think will work well.
Yeah. Well, it could easily just be like do the 3 lives thing, but say you get to play this mission for $1. You get to play this many missions for $1, and you get this many lives, or you can buy more lives.
Right.
No, I think they will go at least. Well, if this thing becomes real in some sort of way, they will ask for a flat fee at first. Because what if people don't actually like it? So you pay, let's say, $50 for 1 day,
right?
And
see, the thing is, that way they are almost guaranteed to make their money back, because people will be curious.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, for the Void, it would have to be that expensive. But for just walking into like an arcade with a bunch of boxes that all have VR headsets in them, no one's gonna want to pay $50 for that. Then probably ask like $5.
I don't know. Well, yeah, probably, $50 would be a bit much for that.
Yeah.
Well, if you get a whole day of something like the Void, that would be awesome. But $50 just to try out an Oculus Rift, no one would fucking do that.
Yeah.
No.
But
how much is laser tag nowadays? Like $40?
No idea.
$40?
I think we actually have laser tag in Vienna.
I don't know.
There's a laser tag in Fresno where Billy lives. Could have asked him. Laser tag. Pizza. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, we have laser tag in Vienna.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, so shall we move on to Xbox DVR or not?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Someone needs to talk about this who knows more about it, because I don't own an Xbox.
I don't either.
Let's just read whatever.
Whatever's up there.
JC posted it, and JC just left us. He was watching the stream. Well,
No.
Thanks.
Shit timing. Well, let's just read the news article then. Now, from what I understand, the Xbox One is now getting an update which allows you to DVR your TV shows and whatever is coming through your HDMI in. So, yeah. Since I'm living in Austria, I don't have any use for this because the whole TV thing isn't supported.
Yeah.
Because fuck problem. You everywhere else than US.
Yeah, I know. Only the US has TV.
Yeah.
Didn't you know?
Well, only the US is using it.
Don't worry, none of us watch it here anyway, so it's fucking dead.
And yeah, Windows Media Center is more or less dead by now. And because the DVR feature was somewhat well-liked. No idea. It says that people like the DVR feature in the Windows Media Center, and that's why
unless
they bring it back.
It's a DVR that's always recording my gameplay, so that when I get cool Call of Duty headshots, and I can go, oh, I need to get that from my DVR, then no one's gonna give a shit.
The Xbox and PS4 is already doing this.
Yeah,
so.
they're doing that already.
Well, then what's different about this?
Well, this is especially for TV shows, so you can DVR any TV show.
Right.
Oh.
Think T-Bo.
But I mean,
so it's like when I screen cap Netflix. I mean,
yeah, but you don't have to actually watch. You don't have to watch the stuff. You can program it so that it turns on automatically.
Okay.
DVR.
All right.
But I mean,
people already have all this on-demand content though.
Yeah.
You already watch all this.
Yeah, TV is dead. Who cares about this shit?
Yeah.
Right.
Do I really want to?
That's what I got. That's what I have to say about it too. TV's fucking dead. Moving on. Next topic.
Yeah. Okay. Next topic: Grand Theft Auto mods. So mods, Grand Theft Auto.
Stop banning them. They said that they were like, oh, we're not actually we're just literally trying to only ban people who are fucking with multiplayer. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, but they also banned single player guys at first, so. Not cool.
They did. They probably just sent a thing out that was like, oh, if the game's modified, then kick them, which sucks. But if they're addressing the issue, then good on them for at least acknowledging that they fucked up.
Right.
It's rare to hear companies say sorry, because they never do that. They never actually admit mistakes.
No, they don't.
Yeah, but after their customer support fiasco, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so much for GTA mods. Next topic. Capcom wants to release more HD remasters of popular older games.
What else does Capcom have left? They've been doing it for everything they have.
Let's see.
Are they going to do an HD remaster of fucking Dragon's Dogma?
Well, the last Devil May Cry was getting an HD remaster. Is that already out, or?
Oh yeah, the DMC one. Yeah, it's already. I think the remaster's out. Yeah.
I would look into it, but I got the PS3 version through PS Plus, and so yeah, not buying it.
What interests me about that is that what they're not doing is, I don't think they're going back to their very old stuff and then remastering that, which would be interesting from the perspective of seeing how those new developers tackle some of those old games.
Yeah, let's see.
Kind of interesting.
What Capcom games would we like to see remastered? I mean, a Monster Hunter would be at least something. There was a.
How about just Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the whole game, but HD? Give us that game.
Yeah, there you go.
Like 3 was fun, but it's not 2.
The thing I was going to say about Monster Hunter is don't they always just do like basically a generalized refresh of that with every new console update, console update with every new generation? Because they had one for the DS, didn't they?
Yep.
They had one for the DS, and I think they've
so.
got one now on the
they
Wii U.
have 2 on the 3DS and 1 on the Wii. And is Monster Hunter 3 on the Wii U? I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's almost no point in going back and remastering that, because every time they...
Yeah. Well, I want a PlayStation version, or PS4,
well, I
and
mean,
Xbox One version.
Okay, fair enough.
If they want to do something that would really make people fucking angry, is they do a Mega Man remaster and release it the same day that Mighty Number 9 comes out.
No. They do a remaster of Mega Man, but the Ground Zero one, or whatever it was called.
Oh, the fucking, yeah.
The one no one wanted.
Yeah.
And they release that the same day as Mighty Number 9 and think, we're going to kick that guy's ass.
Except not really.
Okay, this is going on my bingo, my E3 bingo card.
There you go.
Mega, Bomberman Ground Zeroes.
Remastering Bomberman. Oh my god.
See, but the thing is that would be interesting because it would be curious to see what the new developers did with that. Unfortunately, I can only see them doing, well, it's the modern era, so let's turn it into a shooter. And that's the only way I can see them thinking about it.
Act Zero. It was called Bomberman Act Zero, not Ground Zero.
What else do they got? They got Tailspin. They got remaster Tailspin.
Age of Booty. Alien vs Predator.
Yeah.
Oh, they have.
Arcade. No idea what version that was actually.
Are they? Is
Asura's
Capcom
Wrath.
Turok or is Turok someone else? Am I thinking of different people?
Turok was Acclaim, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're right. There was a claim.
Asura's Wrath. That would be a decent remaster.
They could do it.
Yeah.
Asura's Wrath, I would give that a spin, maybe.
Turok.
Let's see. Bionic Commando. Nah, probably not. Bonkers. What the? Breath of Fire.
There we go. If they took Breath of Fire and they made, like, just Breath of Fire 1 and they made a new version of that, I think that would be interesting. Because there's a lot of... Breath of Fire is like an old Japanese RPG, so it has all those terrible, terrible tropes, like you have to grind for hours to get anywhere. And if they took, like, that and they said, okay, let's modernize it, that would be interesting.
Dark Void.
Dark Void? Yeah, that would be cool.
I mean, Dark Void wasn't actually that bad in theory. It was just rushed.
I thought it was pretty cool what they did. It just, was rough around the edges. Same with fucking, it's not Capcom, but Alpha Protocol. Fucking Obsidian got a lot of shit for that game, but I thought it was a great espionage game.
Espionage?
Alpha Protocol?
No, Dark Void.
Oh.
Do you know Dark? Okay, I think you...
Yeah.
Okay.
What is happening?
Dark Void wasn't an espionage game.
Hold on, I'm like hearing music from somewhere.
Okay. Anyway, Darkwing Duck. No, I know what they will remaster. Dead Rising.
Oh my god, please do Darkwing Duck. No, I don't care.
They will remaster Dead Rising. I'm fairly certain about that.
Oh yeah, there we go. That would be probably the one.
Maybe Devil May Cry 4.
Yeah.
Dino Crisis. I want to see a new Dino Crisis.
You see, that's the other thing. Like these big companies that have like a lot of older stuff like that, they don't actually look at what's in the vaults, and then they don't think about what they can do with it. Admittedly, some of that stuff terrifies me when they do bring it out, like the King's Quest game we keep on talking about.
Show the Atlantis Factor.
Yeah, there you go. Like, here's King's Quest. Rejoice! What? What are you doing?
You do Ghosts and Ghouls.
Ooh, Harvey Birdman,
yes.
Attorney at Law.
Oh, there we go.
Oh. Didn't that just come out on the Wii, though?
I think
Wasn't that Harvey Birdman game on the Wii?
2008.
Yeah, it would have been on the Wii.
Well, they're closing in on 10 years. They could do that.
Yeah, true.
Killer 7.
Killer 7. Yeah, that would be cool. That was a fun game. One of the ones I had to hide in the GameCube box. I forgot about Killer 7. That was a good game.
Yep.
Is that Suda51?
Yep.
Of course it was.
Mickey's Dangerous Chase. Probably not.
Nope.
They also made pretty cool MotoGP games, but they probably won't return, so yeah.
Oh, that's right! I found the Capcom game they're gonna remaster. Bionic Commando.
Yeah. Now Okami, probably. I mean, Okami HD is already a thing, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel so sorry for the people who worked on that game. Because, that was kind of a love letter. That whole game was kind of a love letter. And then the fact that it just never sold, I felt so sorry for those people.
Yeah.
Remember Me will definitely not get a remaster.
No, sadly. I wish, that game is so interesting, and I wish that they would have done something with it where they fixed the combat. Because that's the problem with that game.
Rival Schools should get one.
Alright, well, do we want to keep searching through all the Capcom nostalgia, or do we want to...
We'll just... That will be the rest of the podcast. Oh, dear.
Turok was actually a Capcom game on Windows.
On Windows?
Surprising.
Yeah. The Windows version was published by Capcom.
That is surprising.
That's really random. They probably don't have the rights for it, though.
Oh, and the Sega Mega Drive version of the Punisher. Oh, well. Okay, let's continue then. And the next topic is a YouTube video, which we should probably have inserted right after the GTA 5 mod thing, because this was somewhat of a viral hit. Well, it would have been viral 10 years ago, where 1 million views were counting as viral, so...
Yeah, it's not anymore.
Nah. But it's titled I Fucking Love PC, and it's made by Personality Core Company, and we will watch it right now.
Yep. This is great. Although the cat video, I think, was way funnier. Yep.
And if you want to see the end, you have to watch the video on Personality Core Company's channel, because, well, I don't want to be a complete asshole stealing all the content.
And subscribed. That's my contribution back to him. That was awesome.
Yeah. So thanks, Personality Core. Great video. And that's why we love PC.
Of course we do.
Yeah. Okay, on with the next topic. Ubisoft has troubles with the Division, from the looks of
Ubisoft has troubles
with everything.
Lassie, come here.
Breaking news! Ubisoft has troubles developing a game.
Say what?
Wait, actually, I don't feel any pity for them.
But they're bringing on the dev team who did the Assassin's Creed multiplayer, and apparently the new Splinter Cell Spies vs. Mercs multiplayer, which is the best thing about Blacklist.
Yep.
So hopefully they can help them out. I'm surprised that wasn't the core dev team to begin with, seeing as how they seem to have multiplayer down, and it's a multiplayer game. But that's probably why they're bringing them on.
What is the core dev team actually?
It would be Massive Entertainment in Sweden, Red Storm in the US, and Ubisoft Reflections. So they already have 3 fucking teams working on one game, and they brought in a 4th. Ubisoft! Get
What
your
are you
shit
doing?
together. You don't need 4 development teams to make one fucking video game. Holy shit. Oh my god.
I'm fairly certain that one team was working exclusively on the closing door feature we saw in the E3 demo.
And the other team were like, okay, so we need to like do the ground surface sectoring.
Yeah, the
And
ground surface
ground everywhere.
I think one team was working on the choreography and the script for the E3 demo. Probably.
There we go.
Yeah,
That was all they did.
that's a running theme in E3 demos nowadays, apparently. So yeah, fucking vertical slices take a year and a half to develop. Jesus Christ, what the fuck, guys?
Oh,
Hey, well, I mean,
Why do you
it's
need 4
Ubisoft.
teams working on one game? Yeah, but come on! How many games have these people made in the past? This is really fucking hard to make a goddamn MMO. Like, what's going on? Do not pre-order this game. You should pre-order any game, but if anything is any fucking warning is that when they bring on a 4th team because 3 isn't enough.
Well, let's not
not doing
forget it's a
something
Tom
right.
Clancy franchise game, so
Oh my God.
at least one team is having the praying duty, which means that they have 18-hour days, work days, where they do nothing else than pray to the holy Tom Clancy
There you go.
and jerk each other off.
Probably.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. If
Ubisoft.
anyone trusts Ubisoft after the couple of releases that they've had and the couple of
A
things that
couple
they've
of
been
releases
doing,
they had in the last 10 years, yeah.
then, you know, either you're new to video gaming and I'm sorry, or you haven't been keeping track. Those are the 2 options. Because
Well, I mean, to be fair, a lot of people like they're not as into it as all of us are, right? Like they're gonna see a trailer on TV for something like this, they go, "Oh, that looks cool. I'll spend money on that."
Yep.
That's all they'll know
Yeah.
about it. Then they'll get a shitty product, which sucks.
I did mention it in the
Just
break.
the nature of things.
I did mention it in the break, but Ubisoft is actually has still a early access game running, and it's called
that's right.
Silent Hunter 5: Battle of the Atlantic, which was released 2010 and still isn't finished. Ubisoft, fix your broken games, seriously.
They probably need like
Silent
3 or 4 teams for that.
Hunter 5.
Yeah,
Like
Silent
they need
Hunter.
3 or 4 teams for that.
It is a
Amazing game
$10
franchise.
game.
Yeah, and it still isn't working.
So if you're listening, don't
This
buy
does
that.
not look like a 2010 game. This looks like. It looks like something I'll never play because it's fucking boats everywhere. So fuck
It's
that. to begin
U-boats.
with. No, fuck that. Boats are all fucking evil. I'll watch them die as much as possible, but I am never going to get on one.
Page.
No, thank you.
Oh my god, the Steam page full of bullshots because of course it's Ubisoft.
Of course.
Whoa.
Oh dear.
I mean, one of those pictures, the second one, is definitely a painting.
Look at the top
The
review.
third one.
Look at the most helpfully rated customer review.
Yep.
It's a giant middle finger.
Yep, he is completely right.
That's it. It just says, "Dear Ubisoft," and then this is
And then
ASCII middle finger.
Gonna do a
That
quick
is the
screen
best
grab
you
of
can get.
this.
He's got 75 hours in that game. That poor dude, man.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I'm sorry for him.
Dear Ubisoft, please take a look at
Get
this.
your shit together. The 4 development teams. Are you fucking kidding me? I think it's ridiculous when fucking Gearbox outsources for another one just to finish Duke Nukem.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
but at least
I'm still pretty sure they only did that just so they could shift the blame to someone else.
Probably.
Probably,
That
yeah.
wouldn't surprise me in the least.
Oh, this reminds me, we have a review copy for the 3D Realms anthology, so...
Oh, that's right.
we
No
will
one's
take
picked
a
it up
look at
yet, have
this.
they?
Sorry?
Hi, Ahsoka. You need to stop farting.
What did you say, Grey Wolf?
I said no one's picked it up yet. I assume since you
yeah.
still have it.
Yeah, well, we did make a... Well, I'm not gonna talk about this now, but Billy is working on it and...
Oh, that's cool. I'll be interested in seeing that.
Yeah. Well, it's not sure if Billy actually gets to it, so maybe I have to do it. Because Billy has about 3 games or so he's reviewing now, plus the fine RTS series and whatnot.
Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy.
He can always review more. He can deal with it.
There you go.
We also have a review copy for Chroma Squad, which is pretty amazing so far. I was actually streaming that.
I'm liking what I'm seeing of that game. That looks really fun.
Yeah, it's very casual. Well, it's not too casual, but it's certainly casual for a tactical RPG.
Yeah.
At least so far.
Yeah.
But it's fun. So yeah, I could see it working really well on mobile.
Well, those guys started off there. That's what they started developing. And
Yep. Yeah, Knights of Pen and Papers was the first game I played from them. So that was fun. Okay, next topic. Elite Dangerous is getting a new update, which is supposed to bring more depth into the game. Because right now you have about 5 billion, 500 billion, 5 gazillion billion stars, whatever, star systems, which you can explore. And the most amazing thing you will find in those star systems are systems that are made of 7 suns or something like that. But that itself isn't really that, entertaining. So they announced that they will get some strategic elements into the game, which means that the factions, which are already in the game, now give players perks if you align with them. And the whole story thing will get expanded, and the different factions will have open war and whatnot. And yeah, sounds interesting. Let's see. I mean, it's a fun game, but it's definitely in dire need of some more content, because at the moment it's truck simulator in space.
Space truck simulator.
Yeah.
I think Yahtzee coined it.
Yeah. And I mean, my take on it really is, and I'm sorry, I'm going to be mean to David Braben, but I don't care what he does with the game, as long as he eventually decides that he's going to put offline in there. Because he promised it, and then he dropped the ball. So, I don't mind what updates they do. He's fine to do that, but he needs to get to that eventually.
Well, I do enjoy the online in Elite, I have to say, because it's fun to watch people stream it and then go on streamer hunt.
Oh, that's mean.
But then there is the issue with the servers and the instancing, which doesn't always work. So, yeah. Also, there is so much space in this game. So much space. And yeah, I know. Okay, wait a second. I should have this video always in my tabs. Where is it? There it is.
Come on, show me.
Wow, this has been a 2-hour and 12-minute podcast, BT Dubs. Oh god, no.
This is why I'm glad I'm not watching the stream.
Yep.
Okay.
So, the next thing you want to talk about was the Marth Amiibo, and the restock might be gone.
Yeah. Turns out that scalpers are already selling, buying every single copy of the Marth Amiibo. So, yeah.
That's not even a surprise.
Yeah.
No surprise there.
Same with the Shulk reorder.
Yeah. I mean, the problem, and I've said this before, is that Nintendo they don't seem to care about their actual audience. You know, they're willing to let this kind of thing happen.
Well, it's also a business decision, in my opinion. Oh, we got a new audience member. It's also a business decision.
Yeah.
Because if they keep the
audience member's name is Aaron. Say
hey,
hi to the
Aaron.
internet.
Hi, internet.
Hello there.
I don't think
Am I not low
your
enough?
face isn't there yet. There we go.
Maybe it'll lag. There's my
it
face.
is a lag.
Cool. Good. Not just my rack. That's good. It's a good deal.
Well, it doesn't push our viewership, so...
Yeah, we'll just make that the thumbnail.
There we go.
Everyone will watch it then.
Anyway, I think it's a business decision mostly because the lower the supply, the more people are willing to jump right into them, into buying them. I mean, I would have never thought about buying a Wii Fit trainer, but now...
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, now I don't have it actually, but I was thinking about buying it, so...
Maybe you should, I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't bought any Amiibo. I haven't bought any Nintendo products since I owned a GameCube, so...
Yeah, Wii U is fun, but yeah. I did actually find a huge stack of those super rare Amiibos in a store next to me. But I didn't really realize that they were going for $50, and so I didn't buy them. And now I'm...
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, now I'm a bit pissed, but whatever.
Yeah, happens.
Yeah. Okay, next topic, very quick one. FIFA 15 is now included in EA Access. And if you don't know what EA Access is, that's well, EA's PS Plus, more or less, where you get access. Where you get access to, well, mostly sports games for now.
Yeah.
FIFA 15, FIFA 14, Madden. Both Maddens, 15 and the last one. NHL is now also on it, Garden Warfare, and you pay $30 per year, I think, and well, you get those games for free.
Really not a very bad deal when you think about it.
No, it's actually a great deal because...
Yeah, I mean, if you're into that, then it's fine. If you're not, then
like honestly, when you load up Origin, like it's got great deals, and there's not like any fucking thing like, you know, Kill the Faggot Simulator 2015 like on Steam, So that's nice.
Yep. But it's Xbox only, so yeah, EA Access.
Yeah.
And also you get discounts on EA games, and you get full game demos, I think 3 days earlier or something like that, which you can play for, I think, 15 hours, 10 hours or something. Maybe
something
less.
like that.
But you can actually play the full game for a set amount of hours.
Quick announcement, if you log into Origin this month, apparently, you get Ultimate 8 for free, so that's what I just did. So
we discovered that like a couple of days ago. A friend of mine who is really into Ultima, I said to him, go look at Origin, because he wanted that. He was going to buy it at a Humble Bundle, and then I said to him, no, don't do that. Just go and get it on Origin
just
now.
open Origin.
Yeah.
I got Syndicate for free last month. Like,
oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they just give out a free old school game every month, which is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, Origin gets a lot of shit, and that's for good reason, but there's also a lot of good to it, really. Like, they've got great deals all the time on their store, and like their service runs totally fine. I've never had any issues with it, at least for me.
I mean, like you said, because it's Origin and EA, it's very highly curated, so you're not going to end up with silly things like you said. So,
yeah.
I mean, that at least is good. I don't normally say EA is good, but this is one of those rare things where it might have worked out.
Yeah,
I hope you're watching the stream.
EA, I hope you're listening. That's the only compliment you're ever going to get.
I will pull up the stream.
Too late.
That's a very tiny GIF you get there.
Yeah. Okay. Then, well, I should really have put the topics in order, because now we are talking again about Amiibos.
That's true.
Nintendo has shipped 10.5 million Amiibos worldwide.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Jesus fuck.
Shipped, so about 5 millions are in the hands of scalpers.
Yeah.
And waiting for
and everyone
being
else
sold
has
to
got theirs,
customers.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's more than Wii U sold, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's not like they haven't had practice in this before. Like everyone forgets Pokemon, and it's technically a Nintendo thing. Like those cards were fucking going crazy, and now they're doing the same thing with plastic toys. So no surprise, Nintendo knows how to make a quick buck off of collectible rare things. So
there is actually a very nice graphic on Destructoid posted by I Say, and it looks like this. And my guess is it's supposed to show where those sales went. And we see Japan with 11%, Australia with 3%, Europe with 20%, US and Canada with 1%, and Chili Billy with 65%.
Chili Billy.
Yeah, which is probably the scalper.
Yeah. There you go.
I like the name though. That's pretty great.
It is. Right. Okay, then positive topic. Bungie's Nepal fund hits $400,000 now, 500 actually. But
yeah,
now
just hit it 500.
And well, if you don't know what Nepal is, then maybe you shouldn't watch us and instead read a motherfucking book.
Books? I forgot what those are. I'm not going to be in college next week. I don't need those anymore.
Then watch a documentary. Watch a motherfucking documentary on Nepal. Or just watch the news because there was an earthquake recently. Which,
a very big one, and it was quite scary. I mean, there's still people missing from that quake.
Well, they are probably dead by now, so...
Yeah, more than likely.
But yeah, it's awesome that people have been able to raise this much, this fast.
Yeah.
Yep. So, good on you guys, good on you Bungie, good on everyone who was participating in it. And not much else to say.
Yeah, the Far Cry 4 devs apparently also set up a fund to help them out. They're promising to match donations up to 100K. That fund currently stands at 67,000. So
that's very good.
Isn't the most recent Humble Bundle also supporting?
Yeah, there was a EA bundle so long ago.
Mm-hmm. No, the Might and Magic Bundle, I think it is.
Okay.
Actually, Ubisoft. Well, let's talk positive Ubisoft stuff. Good job, Ubisoft, for selling us old broken games like Heroes. And the worst part is the standard split is mostly Ubisoft. So if you don't
that's not even surprising.
Yeah, if you don't change the split,
it's all gonna go to Ubisoft.
65% go to Ubisoft.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on,
see,
guys.
Now, I wanted to bring that up because we were talking about it during the break, and I said, actually, we're talking about it at the beginning. My problem with all that is it's great that they're, getting money to donate, but it's like buying goodwill.
Yeah.
And that's problematic.
And they don't even buy goodwill because, again, standard split 20% for the charity itself.
Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, then if you're going to buy the goodwill, then just don't worry about the money, really.
Yeah.
So, and from those 20%, maybe 50% go to the actual people, and that's a very optimistic estimate. So.
Yeah, and I'm also gonna you need Uplay to do half of the game. And that is the worst DRM program to use with. People can give Origin shit as much as they want. It works. Uplay doesn't work. When you
Origin isn't actually that bad. I mean, you get refunds fairly easy.
Yep. Any game you buy, you have 24 hours to completely refund. I know that GOG does 30 days, but they're crazy.
I mean, they had some issues with privacy and so on, data collection and whatnot, but they did pedal back on that. So,
yeah. But Uplay is the worst. I probably won't finish Blacklist just because I hate having to spend 15 minutes to load up the game just because Uplay takes that long.
Yep, I won't finish Watch Dogs because A, the game sucks, B, it still isn't fixed on PC, at least last time I checked, and C, Uplay sucks, so...
Hey,
Yep,
I'm winning
short
because I'm never
Ubisoft
going to buy
sucks.
any Ubisoft games because of Uplay.
Yep.
That's totally fair too.
Yep.
You won the real prize.
Thank you.
You did.
A winner is me.
Like, I did nothing. Well, congratulations. Here's a gold
You're
medal.
a winner.
Yeah. I pirated Ubisoft games. Hero of the day.
I don't even do that because they're just.
Twinstiq, of
Yeah,
course,
it
is not
gives them
supporting
attention.
piracy in any
Twinstiq
way,
doesn't
shape, or
support
form.
pirates, by the way.
But
No.
I don't.
I don't pirate, just so you know. I don't. So there we go.
Well,
I would never pirate because I hate fucking boats, and if I pirated, I would just kill myself instead. That's how much I hate piracy. Or boats. Take it or leave it.
someday I will talk about piracy, but not today.
Yeah.
This already goes on for too long.
We don't want to lose.
Well, actually, right
we're
now
at
would be a
2.5.
good timing because nobody from the big ones is listening to us anyway.
This is listening.
So, I mean, who is gonna watch podcast number 5 in 2 years?
You mean episode 5, the Twinstiqs back? Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Anyway, last news topic for today. Nintendo recently announced that they are joining the mobile business. Well,
Yep.
smartphone business, to be precise.
Yeah.
And the Mario Kart 8 producer, Hideki Konono, was put in charge of smartphone development, and Iwata says that they will release 5 mobile games by March 2017. So that's 2 games per year.
Right.
Yeah, that's totally doable.
Yeah.
Like for Nintendo, who's been making games for as long as they have, at the quality that they do, and
Yeah.
they can. We've seen them pump them out pretty fast, and it's not like you have to have too much for a mobile game. And as we've seen with a lot of like they're not legal products, but like the N64 emulator that's pretty popular on mobile. That like that runs. That's basically all they have to do, right? They just have to release their own version of that.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I can see a Mario Kart getting released on
Yeah.
mobile. That would be fairly easy to
And
do.
I mean, it's good for Nintendo because Nintendo have been dragging their feet on that kind of thing for a long time now. So
Yeah.
for them to go into a market like that is probably going to be good for them because they'll pick up a lot of sales.
Mm.
The one thing that does worry me is that they'll go the same route as Squaresoft does. Now, Squaresoft released their games on mobile right now. But
yeah, and
like
they
ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, and the worst part is they don't even fix them if they break. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see that happening with Nintendo. I think they've got a lot longer legacy though, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't.
Then again,
I think the
it's
reason they
Nintendo.
didn't want to go down the mobile route was because they didn't want to basically hinder the Nintendo name.
breaking
Yeah.
news! Somebody on my friends list, Jonathan, who's actually part of Twinstiq, is playing Bad Rats. I think it's Jonathan.
Oh yes, Bad Rats.
What the fuck?
Have you not seen Bad Rats? It's amazing.
Yeah, I know. I know Bad Rats.
You need to host him streaming that on this channel after we're done here.
Is it Jonathan? No idea. I think the avatar is Jonathan's, but I could be mistaken. Sorry if it isn't you, Jonathan. But
I
yeah,
thought we had
sorry.
like a cool breaking news topic, and like Bad Rats is great, but I was really expecting like
Somebody is playing Bad Rats. I mean, seriously, this is breaking news.
Kojima just decides to leave Konami right away.
Kojima is working on Bad Rats too.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Kojima teams up with Peter Molyneux to develop Bad Rats 2.
I would pay for that game.
There, man.
But we have other news. Halo Chief admits Master Chief fumble. Frank O'Connor, franchise development director at 343 Industries, feels bad that the Halo collection stayed upon release or whatever. Okay. Feels bad the Halo... I think I have to edit
He only
some
feels
news.
bad upon release because like it's still like they just had to cancel the
Yeah.
biggest Halo tournament in the world because it still doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, I have to proofread some news from the looks of it.
Okay. Well,
Yep. Anyway, that's it with the news topics. Anyway, anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, we're good. I'm good anyway.
What haven't we talked about? I think we did it, man. I think we talked about the world today.
Yep. Good podcast.
There we go.
We kept it professional and then we took it back.
For the most part.
Good.
I think it went fairly well.
I think it did too.
Yeah.
That was a fun one, guys.
Yep. And yeah, added production values. Woo!
Yay!
Yeah, look at that. I'll try to make a better layout for next time. That doesn't look so bland.
Yeah.
But hey,
Hey, but it's still something.
it is what it is.
Yeah. Compared to the previous podcasts we had, where we had
yes,
Google
that's right.
Hangouts running. This looks much more professional.
All right.
So, let's talk about our plans for the coming week. Cody, what are your plans?
For the coming week, I'm graduating college on Friday, so I'm doing finals all this week. Hopefully,
Good luck with that, man.
through tonight and tomorrow, I'll be able to get my review done for Invisible Ink because that game is a lot of fun, and I have not seen any embargo things. So as soon as it's done, I'm just gonna throw it up on the internet. You can yell at me about it later. It's been in early access for forever, so.
Yeah, I
But
don't think that's an
very-
embargo.
Yeah, very very fun stealth, strategy turn-based game. Hard to explain, but you'll see what I mean when you watch my review.
Okay. Then there is something else going on, if I'm not mistaken, together with the second person in this podcast.
Yeah, on Monday
That's right.
at 3 p.m. PST,
Mm-hmm.
we'll
3 p.m.
be doing a stream of Hearthstone. It will be Cody and myself. We'll be playing free decks. You're welcome to stop by and have a look. Basically, we just want to play a couple of fun games and see how it goes. And that should be a blast.
Should be a good lot of fun playing some Hearthstone between two friends.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun. Took me a while to get all the classes to level 10. I don't remember it taking that long, but it could just be because I haven't done that in like a year.
Are you running on an EU account or?
Yeah,
I
he's-
started an EU account.
unfortunately, I mean, I could have gone to the US or he could have come to the EU, but he decided, like, the minute we started talking about it, that he was going to just get an EU account.
Yeah, I wanted to try doing a free account anyway, so I haven't opened any of the packs that it's gave me. I have 5 packs still sitting there. I haven't even spent any of the gold. I think I have like 720 gold from starting the
pretty good.
account. And I have a free arena run still. It's still like highlighted blue there.
Oh, wow.
Yep. It is a fresh account.
I'm looking forward to actually doing
that
an
should be
arena
cool.
run again. Still saving all my money for the expansion. The adventure expansion.
Yeah,
Blackrock Mountain.
that's
Yeah,
3,500 gold.
Mm.
Basically, what I did was, the minute they announced it, was I just sat and I started sitting on all my gold. I didn't spend it on anything.
Yep,
And
that's-
as the weeks kept on,
I figured they would have another quick one after all the rumors after GVG, so I just
Yeah.
but I still had to grind for the last 2.
Okay,
to get
fair enough.
those with gold.
Okay,
yeah.
anything else, Grey Wolf?
Tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, because tomorrow's Sunday. On Monday, I will be writing another piece for you guys, an opinion piece.
Yay.
And I'll put that up, so you're welcome to check that out too.
Another rant piece?
No, I'm trying to. Well, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to write rant ones and I'm trying to write nice ones because I realized that, like, the ranty ones are fine, but not everyone wants to read that. So I'm gonna try and
Yeah.
sort of balance it out
Well, looking
because I
forward
rant
to it.
a lot. There's a lot of things I don't like about the modern industry, but there's only so much I can talk about that before people go, "Oh no, not again."
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Always looking forward to your writings.
Thank
reminds
you.
Me I, need to,
I appreciate
reminds
it.
me I need to actually post the long tail one of these days.
Yeah, you do, because that's a very interesting article, and I wanted to go out because that's a very cool article.
Yeah, I just need to actually finish it now.
Well, it's almost done.
Yeah, it looked pretty good from the last time I looked at it.
Sweet.
And when you see this thing go up on the site, definitely give it a read because it is worth your time. It is very interesting, and you might learn a couple of things about the modern industry that you didn't know. So, check it out when it goes up. The other thing is we're still doing the Game Club. Last week we had a big podcast about that, the Stealth Cast.
Yep, which should be out when you see this video.
That game is still ongoing, so if you haven't picked it up yet, go pick it up and play it.
Yep. We're playing through through Hong Kong.
You're not playing. Yes, there we go. You're playing through Deus Ex.
Yep, playing Deus Ex, playing through Hong Kong for the next podcast meetup.
Yep. Right.
So yeah.
So if you haven't caught up, catch up. Should be fun.
Yep. Okay. Well, and for me, it's probably a bit more Chroma Squad streaming, probably a bit more Dirt Rally streaming. And then there is another thing I want to get done fairly soon, because I can already feel the hatred rising inside of me. Then, well, otherwise, end of the week I won't be available from Thursday until Sunday, because, my girlfriend's grandparents are having their diamond anniversary.
Oh, that's awesome. That's right. You were talking about that. Congratulations to them, by the way. That's really excellent.
That's really
cool. I will, of course, enjoy it, because if my girlfriend is watching this, I'm totally happy about going there.
Sweet. You're playing the game of life this weekend then.
And we had our 2-year anniversary actually yesterday, which I completely missed. But
congratulations.
Yeah, she did too, so it's fine.
Oh.
We only found out today, and we sent us some text messages. So
fair enough. That works.
Sweet.
Yep. So yeah. That's it for my week, I guess.
Sweet.
Well, been a pleasure. We didn't ask not a number, but not a number is not in the talking mood from the looks of it. So, then that's it, guys. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you. It was awesome being here.
Thanks, Cody, for making this frame thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not more talented about shit like that, but I'll try to touch it up for next time.
Yeah, it's fine.
If I have some time left over.
What the viewer maybe doesn't know is that I asked Cody to do it about 30 minutes before we started the podcast.
Yeah.
So.
It looks pretty good.
Yep. And thanks, Grey Wolf, for also joining us, and thanks, dear viewer, for watching us, and see you next time, I guess.
Absolutely. Have a great time, folks. We'll see you around.
See you, Internet. Sit off. Your fucking tea kettle noise. It's like the most irritating thing.
I'm still looking for some outro music. But, fuck outro music. Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat some music.